You Yeah. 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 We got 7 on one and 8 on the other. Oh.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Cater High School's administration, faculty, staff, and students welcome you to Seahawk Gymnasium, your host for tonight's Bayside Girls Basketball. Tonight, we welcome the Warriors from Mardela High School. If I could have your attention for some important announcements. Stephen Cater High School welcomes everyone to tonight's contest. As each team represents their respective schools, we remind you that honoring the values of sportsmanship is the essence of every athletic contest. We ask you to accept the responsibility as a fan of this game to show respect for players, respect for coaches, respect for officials, and respect for those around you. Your support and cooperation will allow all athletes involved in this game to achieve and demonstrate their best. Please be aware this contest is being live streamed with both audio and video. Conversations in the stands may be audible on the live stream, so please be mindful when conversing, cheering, or commenting on the game. Worcester County Public Schools' #1 priority is to ensure the safety and security of our players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Help us keep our facilities and athletic venues safe by immediately reporting any safety concern to law enforcement or school administration. Please familiarize yourself with the location of the nearest exit should an unlikely emergency evacuation be required. Remember, if you see something, say something. Now, if you would please rise and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. We ask that all gentlemen remove all hats and head coverings for the duration of the anthem. Now let's meet at starting lineups. First for the visiting Warriors. Playing guard, a senior wearing #1, Brielle Davis. At guard, a sophomore wearing #30, Kayla Shockfay. At guard, a junior wearing #10, Mabel Orr. At forward, a junior wearing #15, Annie Dryden. And in the center, a freshman wearing 00, Ella Twilley. The Warriors are coached by Dean Sullivan, assisted by Mike Campbell.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's matchup at your Hawks Nest. We have our Stephen Decatur High School varsity girls facing the Mardela Warriors. I'm here with Gunnar Kettner. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Pretty good myself. Think about the Warriors. How many Warriors do you know? What else? Y High? Y?
Too many. No, those are the Indians.
There's the Indians.
But I feel like
kind of a warrior.
Yeah, Pocomoke Easton. But I will say, I think it's more of like that, talk about 3-ball there from Swift. Payne Tyre on the rebound. Yeah, talking back about it, I think it's more of that like Indian-style mascot too. There's even more of. I mean, there's 3 Warriors just in the Bayside alone. But then when you expand off to that, like Indian type of like logo,
the Seahawks. I don't know the
Splash
correlation.
From Swift there, from the wing there, 3-ball for number 3. Checked in from Twiley. But yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I feel like there are a lot of Seahawks. I mean, just for like some of these other regions around us, ball's tipped out. Looks like it should go Mardela way. Like the South River Seahawks, they're kind of in our conference now for a lot of sports. I know football because we just moved up to 3A.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking also on football, we've had a couple of commitments recently, Gunnar, if you want to, share up.
We had Mar for Shepherd, right? Shepherd, and then
Zakari's also joining him at Shepherd.
there it is.
So Mari
Good duo
Manuel.
right there.
Yeah, of course. You got the.
And then possible Trey Doran at Salisbury.
Yeah,
Saw him
absolutely.
just scoring there the other day.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of guys going a lot of great places. This is a really good class. I mean, going past that, too, we've also got people with D1 offers. This includes, I believe, Evan Copeland, Nate Tapley, and Delonte Henry with all Division I offers to Sacred Heart. And they're also, consistently touring and visiting other schools. I mean,
trying to put themselves out there.
Absolutely. This is one of the greatest Decatur classes
of all time. Yeah, 2025
seniors. Yeah, and in all of sports. I mean, you see this. Even we've got Allison Swift out there, I believe, going to Muhlenberg, which is, again, Muhlenberg. I got random.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we're going to continue going into the spring season there. We've got Nate Berzonta going D1 to
Mount St. Mary's.
Mount St. Mary's right here. I mean, he's been committed for every year, too. This has been one of our highlighted players who's obviously hoping to have a fantastic year and lead this baseball team far.
We have 2 Division III. I'm a lacrosse player, so we have Owen Sperry and Luke Popolowski go to New York.
Yeah,
there's another duo.
I know that's awesome that they get to go to the same school there and kind of
run it up, yeah.
Kind of come together. Well, I was going to say, adding on, we'll, throw some more in, but from, last year, a good example of this, 2 people going to the same school, if anybody's aware, Sean O'Halloran and Jacob Hicks both going to McDaniel to play soccer together.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's always cool to have someone kind of with you that you know that you're comfortable with. Tyre there with a good ball. Unfortunate miss. They won't let her out.
Having an extra person with you going through a new place, it's really helpful.
It is. It's that at-home element as Blake pulls up there, and nothing but net from her. That'll leave it at 6-1 with about 6:11 on the clock. I believe also some of our lacrosse, and then actually a dual sporter. We've got Ava Snellsire, who's going to Hood College to play both. So in the fall season, she'll be playing field hockey. And then in the spring, she'll be able to switch right over to softball, simultaneously. Another one of our great 2025 athletes.
Yeah, dual athletes.
I mean,
hard.
Yeah, you see a lot. Yeah, exactly. You see a lot of them in high school, but then the people that are actually able to transition and play both in college, that really is something special there. What a steal! Able to keep it inside. Tyre handoff to Swift.
Oh, sorry. We have a last name basis.
Dude, we go off whatever basis you want. We've got a great team out here. Continuing also with Hood College, we've got We've got Terrafona for lacrosse, and then I believe we've got another that I'm blanking on.
I am blanking as well. Wait, no, we have another.
This is what happens when you guys, go to such a great school with such great athletes that, there's honestly too many for you. And obviously nobody needs the reminder of some of our bigger football guys, with obviously Day-Day going to Vanderbilt, Tribe going to Georgetown.
Ethan Bradshaw, Army.
Going to West Point, one of the most prestigious places and one of the first universities, actually. Now Blake here taking it at him, keeps control of the ball. Now to Tyre. Top of the key to Swift. Drives in at the basket. Some contact there. Falls on its Mardela. And it looks like it's going to maintain Mardela possession. Usually that person on the ground's the one who get it, and that's who it was.
We're getting some info here.
Another one from the fall going to Hood College just recently was Shaylee Boyle.
Shaylee Boyle.
That's
There's
another one.
There
And
it is.
then one of her teammates as well, Daisy Pugh, is going to.
Well, we're really bad at this.
I know. It's again we just
Again,
have
there's
so
too
many
people
of them.
going to good colleges. I mean, you love to see it.
It's in Upper Maryland. It's St. Mary's College of Maryland. That's where she's going, where she will play soccer as well. St.
Mary's.
See, I don't need nobody to check my facts. I got it right.
There we go. Oh, Hail Mary.
I mean,
Oh,
Hail Mary, and
that
it's
works.
completed.
And
Mardela
it's in.
gets on
There
the
you
board
go.
with their first true field goal of the night. I mean, what a pass. I know, almost like a little Johnny Hobgood shout out to the, Maryland All-State quarterback.
Sports Illustrated.
I mean,
Shout out to him.
there's not enough awards they could have given Hollywood this year.
You see him at the banquet with the glasses. Full
Oh.
Hollywood.
I mean,
There
he's
it
got the D1 play, he's got the D1 character, and the D1 wardrobe. Now I've got Twiley bringing it up the court here. Ball's tipped out of bounds here. Seahawks will take over. We got 4:50 left here with your Seahawks leading by double 6-3. Here calls there from the coaches, and it's going Decatur way. We'll get a check in from baseline. It'll be Tyre checking in. To Swift in the corner, quick three ball, and it's good.
Deep three.
That's the second one for the night. Forget the first triple, she'll add another. Seahawks now with 9.
Oh, looking for the steal.
Another
Up.
Mardela bucket right there. Nice layup cutting through traffic. I mean, just when we kind of separate the game more, they're still fighting back in it. Now Blake here swings up top to Allison Swift again. Tyre in the corner, rips a three ball, and that one's good too. It stays true so far for the Seahawks, but I believe 100% from 3. I mean, quite an early start, but quite an electric start here in the Hawks' Nest. And a steal there to continue this. They won't call that backcourt, but they're not even able to get the ball back up as the Seahawks pounce on it, the flock of Seahawks.
Calling travel.
Gonna get a travel there call on him. I mean, it's one of those things. The ball's bouncing around. Nothing you can do there. Playing some tight defense there is Tyre now. Triple team almost. Jocelyn able to pick it up here. Looking up court. Finds Blake on the wing. Checks back in. Now Manuel. Back to Swift. Nice little fake move. Mid jumper won't fall. Nice pass cutting through the lane there. But they're going to get her on a travel there, trying to recover. Got 2 girls checking in for the Mardela team. Got Delaney Leinard and Maddie Prino. And checking out for the Seahawks tonight will be Tyre with Gunther stepping in. And I mean, obviously tonight so far we've highlighted that 25 class so much, but it really doesn't end there. Steal there from Mardela.
It doesn't? Hit me again.
I mean, even going up to our 26 class, like you said, you got yourself as a lacrosse player. You've got a whole team of lacrosse players. You've got 2 Division I commits thus far.
Yeah, it is getting kind of freaky.
I mean, again, it's crazy now. Swift at the top. Almost looked like she wanted to pull it there, but some contact going up.
Shout out another 2025, Kyler Harvey. Yeah. Bridgewater. He's
Going to Bridgewater. He's joining our 2 women's lacrosse players there from last year.
Sadie
right?
Kaufman, and she also played basketball here last year.
She did. Gunther tips the rebound. Manuel able to do it.
And
Now
Addie
back out to
McDaniel.
Gunther.
Addie McDaniel. Goalie. I believe she was the team manager last year for basketball. Addie McDaniel. Yep, there. Conference. Oh, this is some knowledge.
We need to stop doubting ourselves. I mean, we come to all these sports games. We call all of these sports games. You'd think we should know, and we do.
We're pretty dialed in here.
But, yeah, going back to those 26s in lacrosse, we've got Ashton March going to
Bellarmine. No.
Yeah, no, he's going to Bellarmine. And
Sorry,
we've got John Toner going to
St. Joe's.
St. Joseph's.
I doubted myself, and you just gotta
Again, I told
you
you,
just gotta know.
Confidence
I know
is
it.
key. I mean, that's something in sports.
And I have all the confidence in the world
One of
to
the-
speak on the air, but I can't.
But
you
you're
know,
not
my own
confident with your own
teammates that
teammates
for
where they're going to school.
12
I mean,
years of knowledge. I don't know. I don't know.
Got tired checking back in this time for her sister.
Cousin. See,
See?
you knew that.
Sometimes you
this
do have to
last year.
doubt yourself, though.
Same last name.
You got to fix it. Yeah, sometimes you just get used to it. I mean, there's been plenty
pick and pop.
There's been plenty of great athletes at our school who have been, either family related in some way or cousins. Now Gunther here. Little floater from the side there. Gets it back out now to Blake. Bondurant from 3. Unfortunate miss there. It'll be Tyre at the line taking 2 shots, looking to extend the Seahawks lead to a hopeful 14. First one's true. That'll be 13-5 with 1:48 left.
First one's true. I like that. I want to start using that. First one's true. I haven't heard that in a while.
There's a lot of good
That's
calls.
A really old,
yeah, when
90s saying right
you're
there.
around an old man a lot, you're going to have a lot of these good calls now. Second one coming up here. Finishes the routine. Second one, nothing but net. Also, I feel like so far from this Mardela's girl team, we've seen a lot of these big balls, especially off that check-in now. Blake. Bondurant drives towards the basket, keeps possession. Nice bounce. Now Tyre. Very good. Now Gunther pulls up from right outside
Corner
midi.
3. It's something about the corners and this gymnasium.
Dude, they're hot. But yeah, I mean, we've seen it thus far from this Mardela team. I mean, so far they've done a great job at fighting back. They're very big on this, it seems, like downfield pass. Especially off this like inbound and all. They try to get the ball down the court extremely quickly, and so far it's worked. I mean,
Quick transitions. That's
you see
that's works. I'm looking for the call here.
Yeah, but I mean,
What the
as you
whistle
see
was.
there, I mean,
But the quick transitions, just like I'm sorry, I'm going back to
you
lacrosse.
can go back to lacrosse. There's no
But
issue with
lacrosse,
that.
everything's fast. Everything's fast.
It's-
If you get the
It's
defense
a big
off guard
momentum
1
and
second,
change of pace thing.
Yeah.
Like that's really
Like
what
right
it is.
there.
You see it there. That's a beautiful pass. Now
Great
coming
transition.
But they're
Ball
gonna.
travel.
I'll say they're gonna get her before she's able to pull up there. But you see, this dynamic kind of downfield offense has been able to give them plenty of opportunities thus far. Kind of checking in our own now. Swift looking to play quarterback. Finds a wide open Gunther, and she's able to put that bucket in. 19-6 there. Good shot from the sophomore. Full court lob, and that one's
pass.
good again.
It's big block.
But
by
a big
Gunther.
rejection there from Gunther, telling her who's boss. I mean, again, it's what we've said so far. This Mardela offense has done a great job of getting it downfield, but it's just that last step they haven't been able to connect on, whether it's that last shot or the
Try to
last
finish
pass
it,
that
yeah.
goes. Yeah, exactly. Our defense has done a great job so far, forcing turnovers, whether that be pressure, whether that be, blocks, as we just saw there. Quite a rejection.
Mardela playing really well with the sub game.
Absolutely, that's one of the most valuable parts to have on a team is that rotation. The level should not drop, and so far it really hasn't here. Tyre now to Bondurant, inside the post. Swift there, able to put one up. Twilo on the rebound. Steal back from Allison. Now Gunther again goes up. Looked like some contact there too, but she's able to put the bucket in anyway. She's having a statement first quarter so far against these Warriors. Got 30 left to play here in the first.
Whistle. Oh.
It'll be 2 shots here at the line. That's also going to be a big part of this game. Seahawks have already reached a 5 foul total, which means every one, this one and now on, will count as 2 shots to the basket.
No matter what.
Second one's good as well. Now 21-8 your scoreline. So this could be a definite, a defining moment of this first quarter and half here if the Mardela Warriors are able to draw some more fouls. I mean, free throw shots you see oftentimes.
A little bit of trouble at the table. What is Greenwood getting up to up there?
Oh, yeah, we'll blame him for it,
Let's blame him.
He has all the jobs in the world, but we're blaming him for this one, too. Looked like might have been a scoreboard there.
We're
Ref
good.
says we're good, then guess what? We're good.
We're going with it.
Now we've got 29 to play, pretty much a full shot clock, maybe a little bit behind. Tyre's able to find Manuel. Finds Gunther in the corner, pulls up right in her face. That's a good shot there, just slightly gets it off. She's able to fight right back for the ball. That's another thing I love in sports. I mean, it's okay to lose the ball. It's okay to make mistakes, but you've got to be the first one back. You've got to be the first one to apply pressure. You've got to, you've got to have that fire to want the ball again. 6.6 here now. Twyla's able to find an open 15.
Look for last second shot, little floater.
See if she's able to fly one. I mean, that's a selfless play right there, looking for an opportunity at a good spot. But yeah, we'll be back with you guys. Second quarter.
No, you're not. I don't care. Talk your shit. Yep, once the inbound. You gotta wait till the inbound.
And we're back. Second quarter, Seahawks up 21-7 against Mardela. What are they, Warriors?
Warriors, yep.
You got me on the tangent about the mascots. And
We've been over this. A nice pass there. Ten's able to maintain possession all the way to the ground, and looks like they're going to give it to her.
Tell you what, this place is going to look a little different tomorrow night.
Yeah, we've got a absolutely massive wrestling meet here in the Hawks Nest, actually right here.
Actually, right in front of us.
Like it'll be, the same distance away from this basketball game. And it's going to be the Huntingtown Hurricanes, who, Decatur likes to beat up on a little bit, versus our wrestling
brag
team.
for the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's gone the better mascot's way both times now.
Yeah.
And then following that, the day after, Huntingtown's also right after school, I believe, starts at around 4-ish o'clock.
I think 4.
Yep. So, please be here if able to. Should be a good one. That's something we've been able to do these past 5 years. I mean, we talk about dynasty. We talk about a lot of great things, especially that the football team's done. 5 straight state championships for our wrestling program is something else.
Got to make it 6. Just got to keep it on.
I mean, you've got to think.
At this point.
You've got to think about the groups of kids who, from freshman to senior year, have won every year. All 4 years of high school, they've been a state champion. I mean, you think of some of our great people like Gavin Sleeta, who also won individual accolades along that. I mean,
Yeah, that's
it's special.
not team. That's
that's
personal, certain weight.
So yeah, he's been able to keep
great.
up with the team and also win his own himself. So yeah, I feel like we've defended this home place so well, and I feel like we haven't had a loss here, especially in the regular season for wrestling. I mean, I don't want to call it half a decade, but it's definitely been around that time.
It's been itching it.
And then the next day on Saturday, we've got our boys and girls teams playing home Y-High, which will be our boys' second time playing them in 4 days. But that's what the snow break studio.
Yeah,
nice pass inside the tire.
That's a week of no school. Apparently, got some word today. Today was their first whole week back. 5 days. First week in the entire year, 2025.
And we're about to be the second week into February.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm not against school at all. I love school. School's great.
School allows you to play sports and commentate great games like this now.
Exactly. So I love it.
Beautiful upfield pass there for Tired. Some contact going up. But they're going to get a double dribble there, and she's going the other way. Speaking back on our boys facing Wicomico again, one of our most solid performances of the year. When we put up 70 and beat them by, I believe, 21 points in their home court.
Yeah, that's
a statement victory for our boys Seahawks, who otherwise have been perfect despite an unfortunate loss to Cordoza, leaving them, I believe, at 15-1. So far now, too, it looks like both of our teams will host playoff games. So stay in tune for that. We'll get the scheduling, be able to communicate with you guys. Now Blake back out to Manuel. 3-ball looked true from the beginning, and it was. Straight nylon on the net there. Another one of those full court passes we saw. Unfortunate that didn't connect.
Unfortunately, that didn't hit a fan, but.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of concern there.
Here, shout out to the boss of the night, Carson Kinnear.
As a big guy taking big guy's job right now.
Yep, big guy's, I don't know what he's doing.
But
he stepped up. He stepped up
Don't
tonight.
worry, he's watching some Bayside basketball.
Anything you want to say tonight? Man of
few words. He gave a head nod, so actually a man of no words.
There you go. So
Blake into the corner now. Jocelyn Tyre pulls up.
Those corners, I'm telling you, that was at 5 or 6 threes?
I'm going to call it 6. I mean,
6?
Swift Alone's
7?
had 2 or 3. I mean, the Tires have had multiple. I mean, what a game so far for the Seahawks.
Something about those corners. They're hot.
I mean, speaking on other great things this weekend, starting tonight, actually, we've got the NFL Honors Awards.
Yes.
So that'll be, your MVP, your Coach of the Year, your Players of the Year, your Rookies of the Year. Do you have any input on who you think or who you know it will be or who deserves it better?
Rookie of the Year? Actually, I have no comment.
You've no comment?
No comment.
Why is that?
I'm good. I'm just good.
What about the MVP? I mean, it's a 1 and 2 race against 2 guys, and they're both quarterbacks who have been eliminated.
I love him to death, but I don't think it's going to be him. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, who do you want to win?
Lamar.
You want Lamar to win. See, I'm on the other end of the spectrum.
He does have better stats.
Yeah, but stats aren't everything. That's one of the great things about sports. There's so many ways to measure value that are just, not seen on the stat sheet. And that's one of those things I've been able to, find out as a guy who just loves all sports. So doing my own digging research, I believe it's Josh Allen. I believe he's someone who's done.
I believe it's Josh Allen too, but
okay.
I want it to be Lamar.
See, that's
just because that's kind of my team.
That's where I feel like it's the other way around. I want it the opposite. I think it will be Lamar, but I think it deserves to be Josh Allen. Because for me, value is something. What team would do better if their quarterback wasn't there? The Ravens without Lamar Jackson are still a good team. They still have one of the best defenses.
I actually agree with that.
They have one of the best running backs in history.
Very good D-line.
You take away Josh Allen on the Bills, and they don't make the playoffs. They don't even win 5 games.
Yeah, that is.
Value's a thing. Josh Allen does more with less. And simply that is what value is. You get your bang for your buck. And Josh Allen's been there so far every time the Bills have needed him. I mean, he's taken every playoff game against Mahomes to a tight race, which you can't blame him for. Mahomes
was a legit tight race.
Mahomes has won 9
live,
playoff games straight now. Something like that. Something crazy. Second one up for Mardela. It's true.
But who you really got in the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl here? Here's my thing. I'm one of few people who would not mind rooting for the Chiefs. I'm a true Eagles fan. However, I would rather get the three-peat over with as long as the
Chiefs too.
Like as long as the Chiefs don't four-peat, I don't care.
But
beautiful floater there.
What I wanted in a perfect world.
In a perfect world, I mean,
I wanted the Commanders to win,
and you wanted the Bills to win,
and I wanted the Bills.
So
to
did
win.
all of America. But
because I don't want to say hate. Hate's a strong word.
But
I very dislike the Eagles.
Yeah, unfortunately, and this is what
the fans. It's Philly.
This is what
the only football games I've ever seen has been at Philly Stadium. Lacrosse games, national champion, Philly Stadium.
There you go.
Only been in Philly Stadium. It's been nice.
But yeah, what I'll say to you is the thing I always told people was, as much as that would have been in a fantastic Super Bowl, Josh Allen versus the rookie Jay Daniels, who more likely than not will win Rookie of the Year. However, neither one of those teams was the better team in their matchup. The Chiefs were better than the Bills.
Yeah.
And the Eagles are better than the Commanders.
Yes, 100%.
Which is a fair point. You know, it's one of those things you kind of look at it. The better team doesn't always win, but in this case they did. We've got a minute break. We'll be back with all the other sports talk. And we're back.
We're having a really good talk here. We're going to be on Sports Center here. Talk about
if I'm not better than Tony Romo or Tom Brady, then I don't know who is.
Here, yeah,
Now, if you guys are just joining us, we've got about 4 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Your homestanding Seahawks are winning 35-9.
What's the is it Tony Romo or Andrew Luck? Is it
Tony Romo? He's the pro
I was thinking
pro
Andrew
level
Luck.
Golf.
Oh, sorry.
Now, Andrew Luck left, and I was going to say he has a lot of kids. It's actually Phillip Rivers, fun fact, has 7 children.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
I was going to say something about that. That's crazy. 7 children.
Man loves kids.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Pass to Gunther there, a nice little mid-range pull-up. Hits about every part of the backboard and rim.
Hits the bracket or the back thingy.
The back thingy, the backboard, the old man square, the rim. But guess what? It stays in. It's all that matters. And she's looking for that, double-digit score tonight, and she's on the ground. They're going to give it true to the offense again. Gunther's going to get the better end.
You know, I noticed around the room. I don't know. I've been in here every day for the last month. We got new banners.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I was.
They do look very cleaned up.
They look very nice now.
That's what I was saying. Obviously, they're not some crazy thing. Swift now from the wing, bang, and that'll put 40 on the tally for your Seahawks. But yeah, I feel like every time you would have to take them down to update the entire thing. Like even if you only win one more region title, you got to take down the wrestling one with 30 things and add another one to it.
They got the 2020, 2022.
Well, let me tell you something. That's the best type of problem to have in sports, is that you win too much for your banners.
Yeah, that's
a good problem.
That's not enough space. I'll take that.
Now we've got Tyre driving in.
Little sneak
Gunther
pass.
under
Oh,
center,
there
and
he is.
again, Gunther firing up there. In the first half alone, looks like double-digit scoring for
They're
her.
racking up the numbers.
I mean, what will be and what is one of the key pieces to the Seahawks team as just only a sophomore. Fight for the ball there between Bondurant and a Warrior. Looks like it's going to be the Warriors' way.
Little word. Oh my.
Looks like some confusion here between the substitution with coaches as Four is going to take a seat for Mardela. But in other words, talking about again some excellence as that ball comes through the legs, is going to be our JV boys today. Defeated Mardela by a score of
80-19.
I mean, call that a good game. That's 61 total points.
That's
a good game. And I mean, we back it up too on our varsity, as our varsity with 4 minutes left before halftime was winning 23-13. This Mardela team is a very solid team. They've had a couple transfers take over. Now Bondurant from 3. Bang! That's her ball joining the party.
I actually believe it is now halftime.
Yeah, it should be halftime for that game right now. And another game going on. We've got Bennett versus Pocomoke at the Clippers place. So right now it is 16-12 in favor of Bennett. That's another good Bayside. That's a good. Bayside basketball is always competitive no matter who it is. Schools are always changing. Why? All the Salisbury schools are always good. I mean, again, talking about Mardela, somebody's had a little emergence, especially in this 1A division, with their only true 1A loss being to Snow Hill.
But that's Bayside competition.
Yeah, exactly. It's what you want to see.
Oh,
I mean,
knocked over some Gatorade bottles.
I know our
That's
screen's
okay.
shaking now.
I thought Mr. Greenwood was going to catch it.
I believe a
right.
kid from Bennett's team last year, very solid, player, joined the Warriors this year for the boys. It has made obviously a clear impact.
Yeah, Mr. Greenwood shaking his head. You got a little intel action right there.
Mm-hmm. Now Gunther again stealing. She's on the ground for the ball. Talk about love and heart there, and she's got it. I will say Twiley, who has been the main Mardela, inbounder tonight, has kind of adopted that soccer-style throw-in.
Yeah, over the head.
She's been behind the head. She's been using both hands, but again, she's been able to launch the ball down the court.
Blake's giving me a very vivid description of.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys can only imagine this little kid, just going up here, grabbing the ball behind his head and chucking it forward. But it's been very efficient at getting the ball down court.
Years.
Now Blake driving in,
taking
takes
a charge.
Contact there, charge attempt there from Mardela, and they're going to give it. It's like an update. It'll be a push foul. Couple Mardela girls swapping out here. Sorry. Blake up top. Tyre in the corner, little pump fake. Now drives, weaves her way through, but they're going to get her on a travel. You can see the smile on her face as she's just loving today. I mean, it is a great day to be a Seahawk. This is a great showing so far with our girls team and all of our other teams. Bounce pass inside there. It's going to end up with 15 on the ground. She's able to keep it alive there. 10 for Mardela, drives to the corner. Inbound stolen by Tyre, but unfortunate to tip it out, and Mardela will maintain possession in this domain.
Sorry, I was on a sabbatical.
Inside pass here. Tipped back out.
We got a little singing to our right now. Harmonizing. I don't mind it.
I believe it's from the Mardela managers and co.
A little bit of singing. I like it.
Oh my God, I'm actually hearing it now.
I know
I don't know if it's their attempt to get on the broadcast.
I might go on SoundCloud. See, or like what is it? It's the thing.
That's the thing.
It's the thing.
It's the back thingy.
Listen, it's the thingy that listens to the music it like produces the song name. What is that called?
Oh,
Shazam.
Shazam it. Shazam
I might
it.
Shazam it.
I used to watch that show as a youngin'. Not letting the Warriors escape here, and it's going to get them on a travel call. This is the pressure I've been able to talk about. I mean, when you're constantly on people, it's either going to force mistakes or it's going to put your opponents where you want them. And so far, it's been good for the Seahawks. Now Gunther checking in. Beautiful little flip up to Manuel, top of the key now, Blake. Back outside, Gunther. Pump fake gets her.
Floater.
But they're going to get her on a travel as well. That's been a constant thing so far, these Seahawks. They're a couple travels away from some more great opportunities here. So here's some constructive criticism from the coach.
Mm-hmm. They have to call it now.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, yeah. That's, as a coach, you want your players to do their best. It may not seem like it in the moment, but they want you to be better. Nice shot there from Mardela. Able to grab the rebound up top. Gunther's able to tip it out, but unfortunately it's outreach of the Seahawks wing.
Shout out Coach Grotto in the back. I think he's standing with Nathaniel Tapley.
Nathaniel Tapley, who again, one of our great 25s with another great, again, we've talked about this before, siblings in here. Blake, full court lob up to Manuel. Way to adjust on that and put it in.
Madison Tapley?
Yeah, Maddie Tapley, All-State honorable mention soccer player this year as a junior with a whole another year left to play.
Taking down the last seconds of the second quarter.
You had to end your first half. Mardela's going to pull up from three. Unfortunate, but blocked by Gunther again. What a monster first half from her.
I will be, and 47-9 at half. We'll be back with you after.
Running clock. Correct. Thank you.
Yep. Can you next time, can you do the booking? I can't help it. I was trying to get you a booking that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, come out and join us on Monday night for senior night for the girls as we recognize the 3 members of the varsity basketball team that are in the class of 2025. We'll do that in between JV and varsity. Come out and check that out. If you're looking for something to do tomorrow night, wrestling is home for their final match of the season versus Huntingtown. And on Saturday, Wide High boys roll into town for JV and varsity basketball matchup. 10:30 and a noon tip-off. If you can't join us in person, you can always check out youtube.com/SDHS Sports for all the action. If anybody's lost their cell phone in the bleachers, come to the scores table. If you can describe it, we'll give it.
Checking back in with you guys here, and the first issue of all is the clock hadn't started. But now we've got Swift coming in. Back to Blake, back to Swift. Little 1-2-3 action. Manual to Swift. Tire under the rim. Ball gets poked away by Mardela, and they're on the ground. That's been another thing tonight. It's been a fierce fight between the two. A lot of energy for everybody.
We're having very much confusion right here. His snack bar. Red. Did I say? I swear I said red.
No, you said blue, Gunner.
Like 100% said blue.
Beautiful ball up to Blake. At this point, I'm going to ignore you.
Is it really that bad? What did my memory get? Oh, maybe I said red Skittles. No, because I have purple
You
Skittles.
didn't get you got purple Skittles after you said,
oh my
what color
God.
do you want? Blue. So, I'm commentating with the 80-year-old man with Alzheimer's.
That's not even funny. I
No wonder he doesn't know where his lacrosse teammates are going.
There you go.
Tire there to Blake. Sniper from the man. And we've got some for you guys. They're calling her the mailman, always delivering. Go back for you guys, if you got any older basketball fans here, we got Carl Malone, the mailman. Always delivering, always there. Pretty much all reliable when you think about it. Always on time. Well, always on time except for my mailman, actually. He's not very good. Swift now coming up. Beautiful left-handed layup there for the commit.
You have a mailman? I have a mail lady. Love her.
I have multiple, I feel like.
I love her.
Because, my mailboxes aren't at my house. They're at, the end of the street. We have, a community box. So it's just kind of whatever USPS guy. Push foul there called. But, yeah, usually they're off time. we're lucky, especially this time of year, we'll be lucky to get stuff before dark. It's usually never happens.
Really?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, we wait for packages.
I get mine at like 4:30.
A little flashback for you guys with COVID too. You remember them throwing packages up on the
Oh yeah.
fragile
doesn't
like
matter.
literally
Chuck
baseball chuck frisbee pass for the Super Bowl championship. They're Tom Brady, and they've got no concern in the world for what's inside. Now I've got Mardela here dribbling to the corner. It's gonna stay in, but Swift's able to pick it up. Batted back down. Mardela retains possession. 4 pulls up. A little close there now. Now Tyre with a little foot pass to Manuel, who's by herself. Good layup there. Tacking onto the 50-plus tonight. And an update for you guys at halftime. Our varsity boys against Mardela maintained that 10-point margin, leaving it at 28-18 half. Dribbling through traffic here is Mardela. Nice bounce pass inside on the wing. Now beautiful inside to Twiley, and that's a good bucket right there.
Like mute. Right. I just haven't been talking. Wow. If you didn't know, I missed the game on Monday. I apologize.
So that was my initial partner. You know, my partner in crime, Gunner here. He thinks he's too cool for school, so he skipped, or he had the flu.
I actually don't remember. That was so long ago. I got the Alzheimer's, you know. But Monday, I wasn't available.
You're MIA, missing in action is what we call
on
that.
a sabbatical.
4:30 left here in the third here.
Maybe the
3-ball chucked up. High arcing ball there. Twiley able to get her rebounds. Called there with a foul. It's going to put her at the line for 2 attempts.
We have a little discussion of sugar contents in the.
I'm like Paul Blart. I need the sugar. Speaking of that, that just left off Netflix, and I was pretty upset. I think one of them still left. No, actually, both of them are gone.
I think they're both gone.
That's a good point.
Listen, I've been watching since I was on a sabbatical. I watched 3 seasons of Blue Mountain State. I would if you're above age of 18.
It's a great watch.
Or don't watch with your kids. It's a.
However,
fantastic
you are not
football
above 18,
sitcom.
and you don't have any kids to watch it with. So you fit both of the categories you just said.
But listen, if you want to, it's actually terrible. It's very bad, but it's so funny. And I watched 3 seasons of it in 2 days, I think.
Like
20-minute episodes, real quick.
That's my issue with shows. I really can't get into them when they're up almost as long as a movie in each episode.
That's what I'm saying. 20-minute sitcoms. It's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually really funny.
Back up top here for Mardela. Passing to the wing, to the corner. Some good ball movement there. Shot goes up. Tyre on the rebound. Full court lob to Manuel, who's been her target downfield all day. Kind of like that Mahomes to Worthy or trying to think of some other ones. I feel like all these big quarterbacks have had either their receivers leave them or been hurt. I mean, like Zay Flowers for Lamar was hurt.
I was just about to say Lamar to Zay Flowers.
Tyreek obviously left for Mahomes. Stephon Diggs left the Bills for Josh Allen. And Blake there on the tip away, but isn't able to retain possession. Quick shot pull up there from Mardela. Pass inside to Twiley. In the corner now. Pulls up another high arcing ball. Looks like it's tipped on the way up.
And with the halftime rule, well, not really a halftime rule, it's just a rule in general. You're above 35 points in the first half.
First half, yep.
Clock will be running.
And what that also means is that no shot clock there. So it's pretty much just that constant flow of game. I mean, you get all the basketball you want now is heading to the table. Not any table, the table, as April Bondurant. And Gunther.
No, the table.
Checking in for Manuel. And it looks like we're going to have to wait and see who else as there's timeout called. We'll be back with you guys. Leaving where we checked off. Like I said, we've got Bondurant and Gunther in. And this will leave Swift at the line for 2 shots. And that's good.
First one's good.
Oh, looks like it's the only one.
Only one.
First and only.
There we go.
I mean, obviously we have all these player comps, and I feel like that's a popular thing within these sports. I mean, we just delivered you the line with the mailman, of course. But we've got another one coming up for you guys here, and it's actually been one of our key players today who's in the double digits of points. Slyla Gunther, I mean, we've seen this scrappy play style all day.
Deep threes. Oh.
Deep threes, diving for the ball, working hard. You know who that reminds me of?
Who's that?
It's Dennis Rodman. I mean,
Ooh.
I think every
love the
basketball
Bulls.
fan
I
has
love the
seen
Bulls.
those pictures of Dennis Rodman full vertical, or full horizontal.
Horizontal.
Full horizontal.
Full vertical. There it is.
Yeah.
I know what you.
Full
I know
vertical,
what
yeah.
you meant. I know what you.
Yeah,
meant.
like how you are usually.
Yeah.
Mardela shot up there, checks up. Now Tyre. Into
I
Blake.
think that was my wallpaper for a while, actually, for my phone.
I feel like that's a phase, especially for boys. You pick some of your favorite athletes or some of the coolest things as
That was I think you might be one of my favorite athletes. Definitely favorite basketball athlete.
yeah, reflecting on some of mine, I like James Harden. I mean, he doesn't play defense, but you know,
But
it is what it is.
it-
Deep 3 ball from Mardela, and it's cash.
He's on the USA team, isn't he?
Harden?
Yeah. I thought so.
At this
think he
point,
was.
I don't believe he is, but he definitely has been.
I think
He's
he has been. Yeah.
definitely one of the all-time greats, an MVP winner, and one of the greatest scorers in history. There was actually, you know, one of these other little sports facts I know. There was a period in time in the playoffs, in a playoff series, where his over-under points was 49.
Really?
His betting prop was would he score 50 points that night?
That's
Truly one of the
that
greatest
is actually
scorers to ever
ridiculous.
play.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, could you imagine can you imagine in a playoff series
Far
averaging
away.
45?
Yeah.
You see the scrappy from Gunther again. This defense really working hard to not let her go by, and it checks out there, but an unfortunate foul. Another update for some Bayside basketball. Going back on this Pocomoke at Bennett game. Right now, actually, we've got Pocomoke with a 2-point lead, 37-35. And that's leading right outside half, yep. And that's for boys basketball. Free throws up. Clanks and no good. End of the third quarter. Now another update. We've got our boys winning 43-20 against Mardela, really spreading that line. I mean, since 4 minutes left.
Oh, deep three.
I mean, call that out. But yeah, since 4 minutes left in the first half, they've only been able to put up 7 points. So there's been about 12-ish minutes of basketball where we've held them to 7 points. Talk about a scrappy play style. I mean, we called Gunther Dennis Rodman, but we see April on the ground there fighting for the ball as well. Got 30
for boys. Boys, I agree with you. Caleb Lauren,
Caleb
a lot
Lauren-
like that. He
he-
should call. He
he's so-
should be called the Warren.
someone always fired up, someone always on the ground, somebody who's
Putting it all out.
he
there.
really does put it out there. Sometimes he's a little much, but that's the guy.
Yeah.
But that's definitely someone
a
you're
baseball guy,
you're
but-
you're glad he's on your team. That's what I'll say. April now.
Lots of grit. Lots of grit. I always love that word too. Grit.
Oh yeah. Now Gunther there with a beautiful move in the layup to
Well,
follow,
kinda
and
like
it
a
does.
right there. I don't-
A great game for her tonight, with over 7 total buckets, and that'll be the end of the third, 60-15 at the Hawks Nest. We'll be back with you guys for the fourth. clock again with another mishap to start the quarter. Was left on 6:52, which is only 5 minutes off the real time right now. It's 6:57. But, you know, Greenwood corrected his mistake, and now we're leading off the fourth. Bonder out there checks in, but it looks like it's going to be a reach-in.
We should really be more easy on Mr. Greenwood, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, again,
he does.
He's a man of many jobs. I mean, we talk about a professional teacher. We talk about, I believe he's all in the Mu Alpha Theta Math club, which is where you're, again, beautiful, rising to the rack there, able to put that one in. But, you know, you take, I think it's AP or dual enrollment math, and you can get inducted into this, math honor society. It's a very high honor thing, and I think Greenwood has some relation to that, along with already, you know, being a teacher. He commentates for all the sports, all the seasons.
Every single sport there is. Tennis coach,
head soccer coach. Commentates for, I believe, a little bit of lacrosse, boys and girls basketball, football, and whatever else he can make it to.
Anything else. Possibly golf, but we don't know.
Apart with this as well, he also, you know, helps clean up the court, make sure everything's in check.
All-around great dude.
Yeah,
he's just a dude.
He is a dude. I'll have to confirm that with you. Now Mardela working the ball around here, tipped away again. Bonder unable to pick it up. Now Gunther leading the Decatur drive, finds Manuel. She's backed up. Tyre open on the wing, lets it fly. Comes back towards her. Now Gunther with the beautiful steal, and she's able to put another one in.
Racking up some points tonight.
Dennis Rodman here having a night. The good old worm.
Just like we're playing a little zone action on D. I like the zone. I always like zone. I'm a big zone guy, even in lacrosse.
I feel like opposed to man-on-man, it's more of kind of putting your opponents where you want them. When you cover certain parts, you kind of know where they could go. I mean, obviously there's defensive breakdowns. That's something that just happens. But, yeah, opposed to man-to-man where you try to follow stuff, and it's kind of more of depends on the situation.
Like a high pace.
Yeah,
cooking, I mean, you got to, yeah. I really like zone. I've always been a zone guy.
For sure. Swift now, nice move. Giving it to Tyre, who's going to tuck the ball and head towards the rack. It's going to be a foul called.
First one's good. Did you pick up on that? Second one's up. Second one's good too.
2 for 2 right there. It's been another thing. I feel like we've been very efficient when headed to the line tonight. I mean, a pretty calm game overall in fouls. I feel like the first quarter was definitely one of those, you know, higher marks, but handoff inside there. Looks like it's blocked by Gunther, but maybe a little bit of contact there on the shooter. They're going to give that to Swift there. Be 2 more shots at the line.
Yeah, that's like a perspective change.
For sure. Now Gunther able to hit it outside to Manuel, lays up the 3 ball. The rim denies her, but Decatur's able to back right on the ball there.
Whoa. My nose is tickled. Uh-oh, here comes Peyton at the table. Last year, she had a lot of chatter at the table.
Gunther there pulls up again.
Little whispers in the microphone. Hey, guys. Stuff like that.
Beautiful play. to keep the ball in bounds by Manuel, leaping out of bounds, throwing it off the foot of another. That's a textbook play. April there pulls up from
Deep
three. Gunther on the offensive rebound. Manuel kicks it back out.
Good ball movement.
Bondurant swings it. Tire at the rim, and it's good.
Good finish.
So just some reminders as we come towards the end of this Bayside matchup. Tomorrow at 4 p.m., are undefeated in about 5 years at home, 5-time back-to-back. Say it with me. State champion wrestling team takes on the Huntingtown Hurricanes for what should be the best regular season match of the year. And then
Yeah, I think that would be the best match.
And then Saturday, both of our boys and girls basketball teams take on Waiha here.
Less than a week, play them twice, but
It's the way it goes with all the reschedules and all. As Manuel's able to intercept that pass like a professional DB or Delonte Henry. As the worm Dennis Rodman checks out with 3:27 left to go. Seahawks 68, Warriors 19. Tight game at Bennett, 51-51. And that's for our boys. It's Pocomoke v. Bennett, 51-51 at Bennett's place.
well tied out. Third quarter.
It's a very good, very high-scoring game.
Very good game. Looking like an offensive battle right here.
Absolutely. Now Blake commanding this Seahawks offense. Checks it into the corner for Swift, who's going to let one fly. Ball's checked up. Now number one for Mardela looking up court. Able to find Twiley, who's been the commander so far of this offense for the Warriors.
So Blake, what are you doing for the Super Bowl, Bubba?
That's actually something I'm not sure of yet.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be available that day. I'm a youngin' and I got to get my license, so that might be the...
Get Super Bowl Sunday. Is your license what time?
I don't know yet.
You don't know? What do you mean you
I don't know.
Is it not scheduled?
Somewhat.
It's probably pretty early in the morning. That's when I try to do mine. I mean, the Super Bowl isn't scheduled till about 6:30, but you know, there's always bets on when it actually starts, how long the national anthem's going to be, and it seems like they can't get her out of this game as Gunther's about to check back in at the table, join with Bondurant. And again, it's always something we have to bring, and it's brought to my attention as they're so close. April Bondurant, I think, has the best shoes. Not technically on the court right now.
Oh, you brought it up this game. I always bring it up.
It looks like these nice roses. They're pink. You'll see it when they'll...
Champagne pink?
I mean, it's got to be something like that. You guys can see him now walking
like
on that court. It's got that beautiful teal match with that pink. I mean,
I think she wore them last year, didn't she?
She wore a lot of very cool shoes
I don't know.
last year.
She has a lot of.
She always has the fire shoe game.
I'm kind of weird. I either like both the teams have the exact same shoes.
You think both of the teams or just your team?
No, both the teams.
So you think both teams like an all gray or all black?
All black. Okay. Or,
she's got the
Nike
LeBron 21s, obviously in that beautiful pink and teal colorway.
I either like both the teams to be the same color, or alternate. One could be gray, one could be black.
Yeah.
Or everyone just has different color shoes. It
Yeah, I
just
feel
throws
like,
off everyone.
especially in a sport where you use your feet, soccer there, I feel like everybody uses that as their expression. Everybody for the most part is wearing the same
that's
jersey.
like a lot of, even football.
Football, yeah.
Everyone has to have different cleats.
Everybody has to have drip.
It's called drip.
Beautiful shot there by Blake.
Drip. Kinnearson is snickering over here, but it's all right.
Twiley now kicks it to the
This
corner.
is the first time I think I've commentated with two Kinnears.
That's crazy. That's a good
pretty
point.
cool.
This is not my first time, but I didn't mention that last time. Now we've got 13 winding down for you guys. And this will be the end at the Hawks' Nest. 70-19. Again, join us tomorrow here or on the broadcast. And same thing for Saturday with our teams, as Gunther's going to dribble the game out. Thank you guys for joining us, and have a great night.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out tonight. On Monday, girls wrap up their regular home season